Hi, this is a tutorial for TOG 24/7 and I'm just going to do a tutorial on opening pictures in Photoshop and making them view nice and big so you can work on them, which can be a bit frustrating because Photoshop seems to open pictures in a couple of ways but never actually big enough to fill the screen. So I'll show you what I mean by that. At the moment, if I've got a picture, whether I do this from Lightroom or from desktop or from Bridge, when I open a picture with Photoshop, I generally get a frame around it, the actual size of the picture. And the problem here is I can't see around the outside. If I was trying to make a selection or anything, I've got no grey area, no border around the outside. I can't pan using the hand tool. I can't pan around the image at all. So what I see a lot of people do is they start off by dragging this down to make the thing bigger, and then they still can't pan around, and then they start zooming in and they're not quite sure, then they get zoom scroll bars, and it's all a bit confusing what's going on. So what we can actually do is we can record an action to make our picture fit up nicely on the screen, and that will happen every time we open a document. And the way we do that, well, the good way to work is we want to go to view and screen mode, and I like to go to full screen mode with the menu bar, and then having done that I want to go to window as to view, fit on screen. Now the problem with that is, and just doing it straight, is that we now see that the picture is actually hidden quite a long way underneath our palettes. So that doesn't really work straight away. So what the better way of doing it is, if we go to window, to view, screen mode, standard screen mode, and now I'm going to go to view, fit on screen, and now I'm going to go to view, screen mode, full screen mode with menu bar, and now we see our picture is perfectly sized, with all our palettes still showing, and it's as big as it can be, and we can pan it around with the hand tool, and it's an absolutely perfect way of working. So what we need to do is to save that as an action to start with. So what we did there, we're going to come to the action palette, and I'm going to create a new action by hitting the new action layer like that, and I'm going to call it open docs, and it can just be in the default action set. I'm going to hit record. So what we want to happen, we can't just come up to here and choose the thing. What we actually need to do is come to the actions palette and the little menu at the top right, and click on there, and we've got insert menu item. The first thing we want to happen is to go to view, screen mode, standard screen mode, and then we hit OK to enter that as an action. I'm then going to do another insert menu item, and this is going to be view, fit on screen. I'm going to click OK, and now I'm going to do another one, a menu item. Now we're going to change it back to view, screen mode, full screen mode, menu bar, OK, and that's our action, stop. So if I was now to file and close this picture, just to show that the action works, I was on open this picture with this in Photoshop, and we get this, and if I play this open docs action, I now have a perfectly sized, I'll close this action, and there's a perfectly sized document to work on straight away. So I've got no fiddling about with the menu, with the window at all. So now I've got that, I can make it do that every time I open a picture. So I'm going to come to the file menu and scripts, and the scripts event manager. I need to make sure this tick is enabled, so enable events to run scripts actions. And what we want to do is we want to we choose the Photoshop event. Photoshop event is going to be open document. So we select open document, and when a document opens, we want action to be in the default action. I'm going to choose open docs. I'm going to click add and I click done. Now when I file and close, and I come to this document, I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose open with Photoshop, and there it is straight away, perfectly sized to work on, and I can pan around, which is what I like to be able to do.